What's up, everyone? It's Son of Beast here, and welcome back to another 9 vs 10 seed of the play-in tournaments. As for the Raptors, have already made a win against the Chicago Bulls with the end of their season for the Bulls of Zach LaVine and their team. But now it all goes down to this team in the Western Conference for the 9th and 10th seed. The winner will be moving on to play against the win to get into the 8th seed of the bracket for the playoffs. So it's in between the OKC Thunders and Minnesota Timberwolves. Who will make a win? The courtesy lineups are being as followed, as we have the Thunders: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Fulgence Dort, Jalen Williams, and Jalen Williams with a YL1. And on the other hand of the Wolves, we have is Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Karl Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert. Now it's time to send you over to Target Center for tonight's presentation of the play-in tournament of the 9th vs 10th seed. I will have now is Kevin Harlan and David Eldridge along with the crew with Doris Burke. I'll see you guys later here for the halftime show and the post-game show. Take it away, guys.
Coming up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Thunder. For the Timberwolves, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Thunder, Timberwolves. Up next on 2K Sports. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Now, the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And
Three matchups in between Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Mike Conley.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Williams. And it's Williams at the power forward. And for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in the point. And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to the side, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
Hey, Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this, the league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
Now the pass to Giddey. Outside, Dort, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. It's good. He makes it.
Because of his length, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has no issues operating near the cup.
And here is Conley. Kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. Down low. Towns is double. It's good.
Karl Anthony Towns! Mike Conley!
I promise he'll find you.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of the...
Karl Anthony Towns! Rudy Gobert!
It's a natural-born highlight reel.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills or you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league. Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
And that was the Mole 1 drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now here's Williams. Dort kicks to Giddey. And he uses
Josh Giddey.
Well, the handles have never been in doubt, Josh Giddey. That is pretty.
For Minnesota, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lay the pass to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Back to Towns. Towns is doubled.
Rudy Gobert, he says.
That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Passes to Williams. Now Giddey. Williams kicks to Williams. Tries it from 9. And he
Timberwolves foul. Number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. His first personal, first team foul.
What do you think about the
shooting foul.
so far that we've seen for the
Shooting for the OKC Thunder's number 8.
They've done a great job shooting
32 shots.
inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
first free throw is good. Williams drops them both. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, during the last decade, from 2010 onwards, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was
Rudy Gobert! My Carlo is
the
6.
most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
Here's Giddey. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Alexander against Conley. Alexander passes to Dort. Misses for 3. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside, Towns. He kicks to Conley. A tray. First.
Mike Conley for 3!
On this run has been fantastic. It's a big part of why.
Timeout OKC Thunder.
First of the game for the Thunder. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
New substitution for the Timberwolves. Kyrie Prince, Jared Noel, Austin Rivers, and Scott Real.
To the rim like that.
What that is.
Great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Prince.
Kyrie Prince!
Coming up as well.
And now you see them starting to really
Defensive foul, the Thunder's number 21, Andrew Wiggins. His first personal, first team foul. Out of line for the Wolves, number 12, Kyrie Prince. One shot.
And that one falls for Prince.
What we know about Torian Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it
Defense!
every night.
Defense!
That is such an
Defense!
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Uses both hands.
Noel!
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Defense! Defense!
1:15 left here in the first quarter. Sharp jumps out. In space. That shot misses. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Austin Andrewson.
And they're forcing the ball inside, working like a charm.
Here's man. Poked away. Stolen by Rivers. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And here they go. And that
Tyree Prince. Austin Rivers with the assist.
Start this game dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Wiggins.
And Drew Wiggins.
First shot of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Noel. Prince outside. Here's Anderson. No good on the left.
That's it for the first quarter.
So it's Minnesota.
Minnesota Wolves 22
Talk things over.
and OKC Thunders 10.
To thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the foul.
Anthony Edwards.
Playing in the postseason.
Big Daniels at the assist.
To let more go, more contact, more aggressive play. Is that the right approach?
Kevin, I think it is the right approach. And I'm a fan of letting the players play and blow the whistle when there's clearly an advantage created by either the offense or defense.
And so it's Towns with it. Brings it up to Minnesota. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting it high.
Andrew Wiggins on three.
Really good.
Anthony Edwards.
Pace of
Mike Conley.
great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. 4 on the clock.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Gilgeous Alexander's got his second basket.
But it's not just enough to have length and vertical hops. You've got to have the effort, and Shea Gilgeous Alexander gets to the offensive window.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Edwards kicks to Conley. 5 to shoot. Gobert dishes to Towns. That's it.
Infinity Towns.
Taking 4 shots off to a good start.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a break pass.
Now, here's Dort. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. Back to Gilgeous Alexander. A fadeaway. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And Greg Anthony for Shea Gilgeous
on top of the defense. He helps you on the glass.
Carl Anthony Towns.
That's what team.
Anthony Edwards with the assist.
Strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Carl Anthony Towns.
Dort passes to Robinson Earl. Edwards against Giddey. Lays it up.
Josh Giddey.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finish in the painted area. I can do that too.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Conley. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Edwards kicks to Conley. It's
Mike Conley.
2 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Gilgeous Alexander against Conley. Outside, Dort. Now here's Giddey. Edwards defending. Chalk up 2 there.
Josh Giddey.
Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Gilgeous Alexander against Conley. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the first half of the period. 2 minutes. Free Gobert. David McDaniels with the assist.
With their offensive execution.
Timeout OKC Thunder.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the speed or is it a problem with the actions?
The NBA 2K Sports of the NBA Play-In Tournaments is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. To call or get a free quote today at 1-800-STATE-FARM. Mountain Dew. Do the do. And by your local Kia dealers. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Coming up later will be the halftime show as we feature here. As for me, Son of Peace, I will be here for the first half, the recap, in between by the Wolves and the Thunders. The Wolves seemingly are doing a great job without effort, making a stop rejection run here in the play-in tournament, getting ready to move up to underway to face against the Pelicans. But hopefully on that one, we might find out how well they're going to do. Back to you, Kevin.
Substitution now for Minnesota.
Here's substitution for the Wolves. Going free.
Anthony Towns, Torian Prince,
Kyle Anderson, Tyree Prince,
Noel, in for Mike Conley.
and Ronald Noel, and Jalen Noel.
Here's man.
So foul. It's for his personal first team
It's
foul.
his first trip to the line.
At the line for OKC Thunders, Jalen Noel. At the line for 2. Terrence Mann, I should call that.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Timberwolves leading by 17. Edwards kicks to Anderson. Back to Edwards. Prince the pass to Reed. Prince outside. Anderson needs to go out the shot here. Edwards can't hit. Thunder trailing by 17. left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Williams. There's the three. And no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. It's on to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Anderson outside. Pass to Noel. And that one barely.
OKC foul. Number 23, Terrence Mann. His first team foul.
And he's got his first free throw.
On the line for Minnesota Timberwolves. Jalen Noel.
To pay off
2 shots.
on the season.
First one falls for him. Good on ball. And they're trailing by 21. Here's Mann. Sweet little
Terrence Mann.
Mann's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Now Anderson outside. And so it's
That's the end of the first half. Minnesota Timberwolves 39. And OKC Thunders 20.
That's what has them headed to a blowout. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played like we played all the first half and stuff. All of us missed a lot of easy money. We missed layups for us to throw. So second half we get those layups.
See if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello, basketball fans. Great to be having with you here at the end of the first half of the game. Let's see how we got the first half recap for the Wolves and the Thunders. With the Wolves, turned out to be a great successful run to make the start. All it happens to be Mike Conley, who is making his good appearance, and Karl Anthony Towns is back from the regular season and now in postseason production. With the Timberwolves, they've got a lot of great eye contacts to hit the rim and take that one in the key. And then for the OKC Thunders, might need to keep that one in eyes on stride. They still can try to keep going for this one, but hopefully not, they won't fall behind. And that's going to wrap us up here for the halftime show. We go back to Kevin Arlen and the crew. I'll see you all later for the postgame show.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's who Mark Dagnall is going to put out there to start the second half. We've got Williams.
Mike Conley!
And Lou Dort.
Tate Edwards!
Shot selection from Mike Conley, right? Just get into your mid-range bag and complete the play. He does so there.
Dort passes to Williams. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Fires for 3. A shot by Williams, no good. Minnesota leading by 21. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. Front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on
Nate Daniels!
in that respect. Kevin?
a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David thanks. That was a second look at a mobile one drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Williams against Towns. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Here's Conley.
Mike Conley!
Conley's got it now.
Anthony Edwards, assists.
Spots and then capital.
Timeout OKC Thunders.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Coming up with the schedule here as we got a first look of it in between the appearance of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs as we're about to be seeing. One of the heavy matchups in between for the first games of the four as you're about to be taking a look for the first one here for tonight. As we have heard, we got the Bruins and the Penguins ready to battle it out here at Boston at the TD Garden Arena. Then a second game as we will be heading your way shortly for the Rangers and Devils. We will have another one-way game as we will be heading it toward back over the Western Conference side. As we have the Kings and Oilers at Crypto.com Arena. Then across on the other hand, we have is the Rangers and the Devils here at Prudential Center. And along the other hand right now, we have is the Jets and the Wilds at XL Energy Center. So that will be the next game to come up for the next one right after this. So after the play-in tournaments are completed, we will be heading to the Stanley Cup playoffs to start the run. Now let's get back in action with Kevin Harlan.
On the wing, Giddy. Edwards defending. Dort passes to Williams. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
From Williams.
Jalen Williams.
Not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor. And you know, Shea Gilgeous Alexander's rise to NBA starter was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year. And at this point in Shea's career,
Mike Conley!
very high. 80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Passes it to Dort. Conley against Gilgeous Alexander. Outside, Dort. Shot clock at 6. With the drive, here's Giddy. And he floats
Josh
it
Giddey.
82. Credit the assist on that one.
Assisted from
Finding lanes
Lucian
to the
Dort.
hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's the pass to Towns. Back to Conley. And there's the call.
Offensive foul called on the Wolves. Number 27, Rudy Gobert gets first goal, first team foul. New substitution for the OKC Thunders. Number 15, Robinson Earl.
And Jeremiah Robinson Earl subbed in for Williams. And the replay demonstrating once again how impressive that defense was.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Now here's Giddy. 8 points for him. Over Edwards.
Great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that game.
J.D. McDaniels! Carl Anthony Towns assists.
To generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Gobert with the block. Over in the corner, Edwards. And he makes the
J.D. Daniels!
chance here for him.
Defensive foul for the Thunders. From Robinson Earl. First personal foul, first team foul.
Tonight.
Out of line for one. Daniels.
At the
On the
line
line for what?
On the lane. On the lane. West side. The free throw drops from McDaniel. The Thunder have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Pass to man. Sharge outside. The 17-foot.
2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes remaining in the first period, 2 minutes.
So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards looking it over. Now the kicks to McDaniel. And here's Anderson from the arc. Rebounded by Joe. The Thunder shooting the ball at 42%. 1:33 left to play in the third. The shot will not fall. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the...
Kyle Anderson.
This is why coaches talk
Anthony Edwards with the
the
assist.
scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Pokusevski. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. 8 away. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Anderson kicks to Conley. Back to Anderson. Now here's McDaniel. Defense right on Edwards. Here's Gobert. And
Rudy Gobert.
picks up 2. Gobert's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Saric against Gobert. Here's Joe. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Conley scanning the floor. And so
That's the end of the first quarter. Minnesota Wolves 56.
32-point lead to
And OKC Thunders 24.
in this game. And we'll be right back after this.
Fourth quarter underway next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you after this.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Austin Rivers. McDaniels is out there with Reed. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Waters. And he converts the late.
The defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Right, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use.
Tyree Prince. Well, he says.
And I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Here's Wiggins after Torian Prince's bucket. Here's Mann. And Jeremiah Robinson.
Yeah, personal foul on the fifth floor, number 50, Royal Robinson Earl. His first personal, first team foul.
He's checked in for the Thunder.
New substitution here for the Timberwolves. Number 32, Carl Anthony Towns.
To the inside, Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Kicks to Jang. Pass to Waters. Here's Robinson Earl. Defended by Towns. And that's the two.
The Minnesota foul. Number 11, Noel Reed. His personal foul, first team foul.
What do you think about the offensive approach?
Shooting 2 for the OKC Thunders. The 2 shots.
All about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And he knocks down the first one. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day. I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How's this?
Kevin, love it.
Now, here's Reed. Noel. And that...
Noel!
Even for a forward that's as killer as
assists.
Fanning for the play.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Mann, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. 6 to shoot. Here's Chang. And he gets
Minnesota foul. Number 11, Noel Reed. It's his third personal. Second team foul. At the line for 2 for the Thunders. Jay. Yeah. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
New substitution for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about
Number 7.
5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep
Moore
them
Jr.
going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Reed. Moore passes to Noel. And he's fouled.
Offensive foul. Number 12, Lyndon Waters. His first personal, second team foul. At the line for Minnesota, yeah, Noel. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2. The first one falls. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
And he makes both free throws. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's the pass to Chang. Here's Robinson Earl, guarded by Prince. Robinson Earl, the pass to Waters. Pass to Robinson Earl. Lays it up and in.
So, Robinson Earl.
Robinson Earl's got 4 this quarter.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Here's Noel. Pass to Rivers. in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver's nations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it, the opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find and then pull us apart.
Contested shots at the rim. No wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply
2 minutes remain in the fourth period of the game. 2 minutes.
focus all night long.
Here's man. An easy two.
There is man.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
More outside. That's to Noel. It's Rivers on the way. Here's Moore. Put on the bucket.
One more junior. Austin Rivers. He assists.
Everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Anthony Edwards.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Here's man. He kicks to Jang. Williams looking around. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Robinson Earl, no good. Minnesota with the ball. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Rivers. Here's Noel. And here's Moore outside. Unable to get that one. Here's man.
And that's the end of the game, folks. Minnesota, your final score of the game, 70. And the OKC Thunders, 33.
It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks a lot, Carl. A lot of players got in on the action offensively. When you get it rolling as a team, how good can you be?
I mean, it's awesome. You know, get a chance to keep the defense guessing. We did a great job of that tonight. We did a fabulous job. We let our defense be our offense tonight. That's when we were at our best. That's what happens.
It certainly was great on the floor tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much. As this part of the game has turned out to be just like it just happened before, as the Wolves definitely maintain their way to head to the next round, to head towards in the play-in tournaments to play against the losing team of the NOLA Pelicans. They're definitely on their breakable run. If they win again, they will be in the playoff bound to face against the #1 seed of the Denver Nuggets. That will be the next one that will be maintaining their way to keep their eyes focused. With OKC Thunder gone, we know we have their tough season for them, but it will be hard enough that the bottom of the players with the out of the regular season will see the new players as they will be playing each teams with the NBA draft. Hopefully we'll get to find out who will get the next player in for each college teams. That might be a tough one for the player. In between by you know, somewhat of a kind of a colleges in between the Pacific or Atlantic or in the Eastern colony or in the Central region section or Mountain West. I mean, it doesn't matter which one it is right now. Hopefully UConn can find another way for OKC Thunders to give it that one a star. We could see who is drafted, but not really sure if it's going to be this one or the other one. Right now, they have gained a lot of total games with fast break points, points in the paint, second chance points, bench points, assists, offense and defensive rebounds, steals, blocks, and turnovers with the points off. And only to have 2 dunks performed, and the biggest lead was 37. And time of possession was only 12:59 for the OKC Thunders that were given off here on the run. And only free throws percentage were turning just right. So that one has to end with the 9 and 10 seed. The next game, as we will have you back here again for the sudden death to get into the game of the playoffs. And this time, it's time to find out who are the 3 star players of the game. Let's take it from here. On out to first one. Number 3. Well, all we have to do now, keep your eyes on the field. On the steady run, we have a good looking range. Mike Conley with 11 points and 3 assists. Only give up a field goal range and only have made only 1 free throw per 3-pointer for the game. And it happened to be like his cut moves was turning out good. And for 18 performance run was his effort to bring it on. On now to number 2. The next player on the other side of it, we've got another player to go inbound. This one goes out to Jalen Noel. 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Only took 1 steal from the range. And he did that one right above the hijack post for the 1 dunk. And he did that one on their way. Did an excellent work for Jalen Noel. And your top star, well, this goes to a New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns, with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He didn't get a block that time, but he will have to get back to this block set later and get right into the game. Only 1 dunk performed and 17 performance run. So that is it for the 9 and 10 seed of the game. Make sure to keep your eyes tuned here for the Stanley Cup playoffs. That will be the next one after the NBA play-in tournaments to give it off to another run of the successful career to give that one a good strength. And until next time, peace out everyone for a while as the NBA play-in tournaments of the 2K Sports Style. This is Son of Beast, and thank you for watching the 9 and 10 seed matchup of the Western Conference. I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all.
If you don't, somebody will.